Okay, I thought I'd do a couple little videos on this new 2021 Pan America Harley Davidson. This model is again a 2021, brand new. It's got the enhanced semi-active suspension. So there's three different options with the bike. With the suspension, it does make quite a bit of difference on the way the bike reacts and the options you have and such. I'm still learning them, but hopefully you guys can get a little something out of this video, and we'll go from there. When you first turn on, this is the standard screen that you'll see, and it's the home screen. You'll see flashing yellow lights for both the traction control and the ABS. Obviously, once you fire it up, those go away, as well as the suspension, which will initially lower because it's got the adaptive ride height, and then it adjusts to your weight and such automatically. So whether you've got a load of one or two people or you've got luggage, etc., it makes adjustments to it. The second screen, which you can bring up using the Pages button, comes up with different options: map, music, motorcycle, and setup, and then back to home. Each one has their own items you can get into. As long as the device is connected and using the Harley Davidson app, you can look at navigation and such. You'll see that nothing is currently set up. I deleted them to do a couple other things. So again, no phone connected. Connect a phone to listen to music. There's the bike stuff, front and rear TPS, temp and voltage, and also some diagnostics you can get into. Lastly is the setup button. Goes into general. We can pop in there real quick. You got trip reset, adjust the date. It'll sync the time to the Harley Davidson app, which is what I currently have it set to, so it adjusts to my phone. Adjust clock time, clock format, so standard or military. The units, so whether it's metric or American. And then a security pin. The security pin allows you to ride the bike without the FOB. So if you lose your FOB or it gets wet or damaged or something, you can still just put in a security pin and ride away. And then obviously the display language. So we'll go back. Then you've got ride customization. Apparently different bikes have much different modes here. So ride modes that I have on the Special, Rain, Road, Sport, Off-Road, and Off-Road Plus, both are options. Custom Off-Road Plus, Custom A, Custom B. I haven't fiddled with much of these as far as the customization of them, but I have tried Rain mode, which is 110 horsepower and changes the suspension a bit. The Road mode, which is your normal mode for riding down the road, works really well. Very compliant, very comfortable. Again, it adjusts to each one of these modes. Not only adjusts the motor and throttle response, but it also adjusts the suspension. And because this is the enhanced model, it always adjusts according to the weight that's on the bike at the time. Sport mode, just what it says, cranks up the suspension, the dampening, makes it ride much more like a sport bike. If you're going to be hard cornering and playing around and stuff, this is definitely the mode you want to be in. The throttle response is significantly improved in this motor too. And off-road obviously changes it to ride for off-road. I have played with this quite a bit on some gravel roads already. It makes a huge difference. It's very intuitive, works great right out of the box, no adjustments needed. And then these three I have not played with much yet. I believe the custom off-road mode disengages the link braking system to some degree, or maybe completely, but I haven't read that part yet and I haven't went out to try it. So we'll get to those at some point soon, hopefully. Hold control is exactly what I was talking about. So hold control works in the fact like a hill control. So if you come up to a stop and you're on a hill and you apply a little extra brake at the end, once you're stopped, it will go ahead and hold that. You can let the brake off, and then when you're ready to go, you just got to deal with your clutch and your throttle. Haven't really tried it yet or anything, but I've had other bikes that have something similar. And then the bank lamp aiming. So for this special edition, I've got the extra adaptive turning lights, and you can go in there and aim them as well. So it works for you a little better, depending on your eyes and such. And then back to home mode. So that's it for this video. We'll move on to some other stuff in the next video. All these functions are controlled by a small keypad on the left. You can kind of see it pop up on different modes there when I was in it. Much like the KTM, kind of got a four-way and a center button to select. It also has a home and a page button which scrolls through the different modes. And then the center one selects it.